What's up, guys? I'm Ed. This is Joystick Junkies here, and you are here on Monday night, and we got some good talk. We got some good shit to talk about today. What's up, Danny?
What's going on, Evan? How you been, man?
You're doing good. Oh man, I've been waiting for this week, man. You've been playing the games that I told you to play, and
Yep,
you've been loving them. I know you
yep,
picked our hated and sometimes loved, not loved for a long time series of Madden.
yep.
I went a little bit differently. I picked a game that was very, very different, and I think they need
hmm
to bring it back. They have to bring it
Absolutely.
back. But
Remaster it.
let's bring it. What I want to see right now is Madden. Now you probably got an earlier start to Madden than I did.
Yep, absolutely.
What was your Madden start?
My Madden start was Madden 93 on Genesis.
God, what a
93,
dinosaur!
94. Yeah, I'm a dinosaur, but, you know, I can't tell you how many hours. Madden 94 played the most, but Madden 93 was my first one. And I can't tell you how many hours I played Madden 94 on Genesis. Like, thousands and thousands of hours, even though the graphics are nothing like what they are today. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
So, but yeah, that's where I started out. I started out on Genesis playing football games.
yeah,
So that's where I started out. What about you?
for me, it was Madden '04, and everyone's like, "Oh wow, the old Michael Vick." I didn't understand how to play football. I really didn't. I was 5 years old, or 4 years old. Yeah, I think I was probably 4 years old.
Yeah,
So about 4 or 5 years old, and when it came out, I was like, playing Madden '04,
yeah.
and then 2K5 came out the next year, and
Oh, 2K5 is amazing, but we're not talking about
yeah,
that
we,
one.
we, were,
No.
we were talking about that a little bit already. And Madden '05, which I consider to be one of the best.
All five is
And
great.
I just like that. It was a fun game, even in situational stuff. It wasn't. It was still arcadey. It was still fun to play.
Yeah,
Now it's like you play it nowadays, and it's not fun. It's not
it's
fun
not
no
fun.
more.
It's not fun. Hold on, we got a comment here. A friend of mine says, "Let's go Devils." They better not win, or I'll be mad. I'll be mad at my friend. Totally off topic, but the thing about Madden '05 is you remember they had like the Super Bowl teams, then they had the all
Yeah,
time teams, and they don't have that anymore.
NFL
It's
Europe.
all Ultimate Team, yeah, NFL Europe, and now it's all Madden Ultimate Team, but those old ones you had like the training camp where you go through training camp. And I
Yes,
was
I used to
trying to
love the
play it.
QB
I
drill.
was trying to do like the quarterback one where you gotta like move and stuff. And I'm so like not used to it. I think that's something that would be cool if they brought back and added more to it. But you do all those drills. And I did so many. I'm trying to get like the 3 stars every time. You know,
Yeah,
it's fun to spoil. It's just a little mini game. You
it
know what
was,
I mean?
the thing was, every single one of them was fun. I remember my dad and I sitting down from Madden '05, and we were just messing around in the drills, and we did the field goal challenge.
Yeah,
The,
yeah.
the
With the
field goal
wins and
challenge
stuff.
was
Yeah,
so much fun, and it wasn't like, oh, just make a field goal, and you score. No, you had the yellow bars, the orange bars, and the center was a deep red. So you got
exactly,
points. You got points for getting it in the center every time,
exactly. Yeah.
and it was so much fun to play with. And career mode wasn't that.
Yeah,
I
I got.
started on
I'll
Sega
read
first
it.
one.
Yeah, I started on Sega, but first football game was Tecmo Bowl. Just Bonos, Mexico says.
Everybody, I see. That's one thing I don't like about it now because I see nowadays everybody goes with one playbook or two playbooks. They go with Tampa Bay's offense or they go with the Chiefs' offense.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it's
Yeah.
it's not fun because everybody does the same plays. They play the same exact way.
Mm-hmm.
It's all a pass happy league. I
Yep.
remember like, just go back to my '05. My
Yeah.
stepdad was a huge Cowboys fan,
Yep.
and just trying to stop Rondé Barber, like it was hell. I hated it because he was just and then the spin move was just out of order in that game. Like it was just
Mm-hmm.
so powerful.
Yep.
But I would play with any team that was cool back then. My team back then was Cincinnati Bengals. I just like the helmets. So
Yeah.
Chad Ochocinco, just going deep for a ball. I just always kill people with it.
Yeah.
Back then, Chad
Yeah. We
Johnson.
got another comment here. Arlene says, "Didn't we find out yesterday that Bobby the Brain Heenan was on All Madden team in '88.
I did not know that.
Nope,
Did
I
not
did
know
not know
that.
that either.
And I
I was
thought what
like,
was cool about Madden was the NFL Europe team. So if you wanted to take an NFL Europe team
yeah,
and like rebuild their roster and like do some cool things and like say put Frankfurt in like the NFC East or AFC
yeah,
East,
right,
and just have them like get a draft and do everything better.
yeah.
Those franchises what really started. I thought like the failed compilation of NFL head coach.
Oh
If you remember
yeah,
that game,
yeah, '09. It came out in like '08, '09. Like
yeah, it was
'09
a
season,
big
I think.
failure because you couldn't even play the game. It was
Hmm.
like Madden coaching. They're like, this is such a boring game. We just might as well just
Yeah,
add
you
it
don't
to
do anything. You
Madden.
just coach. Yeah,
So I was like, you know what? I was like that. I think those games, the 05, 06, one, they had better, you know, better artwork to use for teams.
yeah, yeah. They
And
used
like
to be able to
nowadays,
create a
you
team.
you can move to any city. You can move to, well, like I said, any city, any you can be called anything you want it, any color scheme. Now, if you want to relocate a team, one for me, I have to make sense. So if I'm in the NFC South, I'm not going to move my
Hmm.
team to Brooklyn.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So like that for me, it has to make sense. But they only give you like four cities for each one now.
Got a comment here. Rico says, when I played wagers online, everyone was Lamar Jackson. Now Mahomes with custom playbooks. That's why I quit wagers online. Yeah, like I don't play online. Like I don't play online. What about you?
I played online. It's just I got tired of it. If I was up by 10 points in the first quarter, they just quit.
Oh, people just quit. Yeah, they always do that. Yeah, people just can't handle it. They're like,
And
oh, I'm out. You know
I'm
what I
always
mean?
faithful to my team. I don't play with the best team. I think if you play
Yep.
with the best team, that's some cowardly shit. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
match.
Like
Hmm.
Matches Mahomes says, "What's up, guys? What's up, Matches? Tune in to our boy Saturday night, Rob
Yep.
Hefner and Kenny Fry
Absolutely.
out there. Thank you for tuning in, guys.
Yeah, he's got
But
another
like I said, for
comment.
me,
He's got another comment here. Ever play Joe Montana
no,
football?
I haven't.
I have.
But I'll tell you what I did find. I sent it into the chat. I found Troy Aikman football for Sega Genesis down here in a thrift store for like $30.
Oh man. Yeah, those old games or whatever. Here's another comment. Of course you're always the Cowboys. Yes, we know. We know you're always the
Oh yeah,
Cowboys.
I'll play the Giants and I'll still bust people's asses.
Yeah,
And that's what
yeah.
I don't play that ultimate team shit because I'm not gonna put you
I
know
don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't put Brett Favre on a team with Saquon Barkley, Marvin Harrison on one side, and like DeAndre Hopkins on the other side.
Yeah,
Makes no sense to me. Like this is not fantasy land. Like just use the team that we have. I remember when the Giants for the last 5 years were like 79 overall, 76 overall. I would still play as them and beat people. And they're like, oh, well, all you do is short pass. And I'm like, because all you expect is deep passes. All they do is they know how to. It's not about beating you. It's about beating the AI. And
yeah.
the AI at Madden is so bad right now
Of
that
course. Yeah,
it's about beating the AI. I've seen, I've had spread coverage, everybody man to man. I've literally watched the quarterback just stay still and let somebody run right past him.
yeah,
And there's two or more people, and he has to decide which one to pick. He'll get rid of both of them and just stay still because he doesn't know what to do.
yeah,
Last game I played online about a year ago, he was the Ravens. I swear, he had Randy Moss and Terrell Owens on his custom. It's no point. Like, there's no point to even try to play these people. They go
exactly.
out and spend.
Mhm.
This is what COD was a few years ago with the pay to win,
Yeah,
with the the loot packs and the best
yeah.
guns and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Like they introduced this the ultimate team and it ruined everything.
Yeah, I don't like Ultimate Team. I mean, when I do solo, but what they should do is let people that have franchises or build teams compete online, like randomly. You can pick that team and take
Like
it
randomly
online,
generated
you
people.
know, and do that. But once players learn out the AI of the game, once they learn out the glitches and stuff, they totally exploit them, and it becomes impossible to play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all they do is because I've seen games online. It's like 35 to 31. by halftime.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I mean, it's going to be an 80-point game by the time you're done. All you're doing is you're running a play that is confusing the AI.
Yep.
If I play as Zach Wilson, I will see ghosts in the game too.
Yeah,
No,
I'll
no, you
be
just see
he
hot
says.
tuners.
Yeah. Here we go.
I
Another
want the hot
comment.
tuners.
Matches below it says, I love playing Madden, but I can't adjust coverage or hot routes. Too many buttons.
He sounded like my father playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, I gotta tell Matches something. I went back and played like the old games, and I totally forgot how to like do everything. Like you could like in some of the older Maddens, you could do that. You could like switch the line or spread the line. Like I totally forgot
Yeah,
because I haven't played them so long. But the thing about the new ones is it's just a cut and paste of the previous game. Like the
yeah.
past 3 or 4 or 5 Maddens, they look the same. And the
You know
problem with
what's
Madden
weird?
is
Like
losing features every year. They take stuff away. It
every
used to
year.
be in '05, in the earlier ones, 2000 through
Remember your
2010.
franchise, your player, you were able to demand a trade, and they
Yep,
find you a trade.
yep.
This one didn't demand a release. I don't get this. I played 5 years. I waited out my contract because
Mhm.
I always start on the worst team. I
Yep.
hate that you can't do a draft no more. I hate that shit with a
Yeah.
passion.
Yeah,
I
they like
want
put
to
you on a team.
play the drills, and then whatever team I'm on.
Yeah, you
Like
want
I
you want
played,
yeah.
I played as a cowboy, believe
Mhm.
it or not, because I got drafted by him. That's what I got drafted by. That's what I played for. You
Yeah.
don't get to pick who you're drafted by.
Mexico says it's all remembering what audibles you have set.
Yeah, it's trash. But I've played careers on teams I didn't want to play on. But guess what? My 2 3 years are up. I move on. I demand a trade. This one, I'm 4 years on the Vikings. I win two Super Bowls, three MVPs. I go and demand a release. My 5th year, I don't get picked up by nobody, and I have to retire. I'm like, are you serious? There's no room for me anywhere.
Yeah.
35-year-old Cam Newton is still in the league, but I'm not. And
All right.
it's bad if you deny your first contract, and then by the time if you play through your second contract and you play good your first contract, your second contract is like 6 years. So by the time you come out of it, you're like 33 years old. And one time I was ranked 734th in the world and just quit because of cheating glitches and custom
Yeah, that's
teams.
what I was saying.
Stupid game glitches have never changed over the years.
That's what
I
I'm
agree,
saying. Yeah, that's what
but
I was saying.
the problem was with all that was I played a few people like Ice actually because I like Madden so much.
Yep.
I played TJ Barrett or TD Barrett, whatever his name is online.
Hmm.
Supposedly one of the number top 10 in the world. And I
Yeah.
played him. And I smoked the shit out of him. Oh, I mean bad. I mean bad. It never went up on his YouTube at all. I gave him $20 to play him, and I whipped at it. I showed my dad and everything. My dad sat there and was like, "Dude, you're tearing his ass apart."
Yep. Some
It's the
people are
only
not good
game
at
I
it.
remember. It's the only game I never played as the Giants. I played as the Steelers. It was like Madden 19, Madden 18.
Yeah.
I remember
All right.
waxing his ass in that game.
We're going to talk about one of our sponsors. New sponsor, Monkey Co. Coffee. Use the promo code OOTBS Sports at the checkout. MonkeyCoCoffee.com. It's bourbon chocolate infused coffee, and me, I love me some coffee in the morning, and it's excellent coffee. So get yourself a bag, 10% off with the promo code
Just in the
OOTBS
morning,
Sports
Jason.
at MonkeyCoCoffee.com. What's up?
Just in the morning.
I drink coffee in the afternoon too. Probably that's probably why I'm up all
Yeah,
night.
I know
You
you
know,
do.
it's like 1 o'clock. And I'll have a cup of Monkey Cold coffee. You know what I mean? The bourbon infused coffee. So, and then I'm up all night. Maybe I should
I
stop
actually did
doing that.
something a little bit
You know
different.
what I'm saying?
The wifey was making brownies. So I
Yeah.
was like, I was like, what can I add to this? So I added some of the coffee beans ground up into it and
Yep.
like baked it into the brownies. Oh, so good. It was so good. It gave it
Yeah.
that coffee taste. And so like
Hmm.
pretty much mocha chocolate chip coffee brownies.
Exactly. Pick up a bag today, guys. It's pretty good. And we got a comment here. Uh, Matt Sproul says he loves the bourbon chocolate infused coffee.
Oh,
Hold
man.
on. We got another comment by Meiko. I lost the tournament. Miko says I lost the tournament against a Red Raider. He was ranked number 4, ranked 4 in the third round, and he burned me 83-0. I rage quitted.
Yeah,
Oh
dude, I
man.
remember this myself. Like P.D. Barrett is not as good as he says he is because like
Yep.
towards the end of the game he caught up a little bit, but by the time we reached the fourth, it was like 38-7. He only caught up to like 24, and I literally took my foot off the gas, and I beat him with the Pittsburgh Steelers,
Yeah.
and he always plays as the Titans. So I was like, dude, you're 20th in the world. He's like, yeah, but this ain't gonna go over to YouTube. I'm like, why not? He was
Why
like,
not?
he's like, I show my good games. I don't show my bad games. I'm
Oh,
like,
so you don't show
yo,
like
you're
the
a
ups and downs?
scumbag.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like they say on that show.
But I'm like, yeah, you're a scumbag, dude. He's like, you're a good player. You should keep up. You should make a YouTube. I'm like, I don't want to make a YouTube. I was like, I'm at school. He said, how old are you? I'm like 16. He's like, it was mad 19, so I was like maybe 20. I was like
Yeah.
18 or 19, 20, around there.
Hmm.
But I remember I waxed that ass, and he was so embarrassed. I'm not playing that no more.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, like you said, for that one, what's your favorite Madden going into this before we switch over to our other two games?
My favorite Madden's probably '08.
Oh wait,
Yeah, right in the middle because I mean I just think '08 is just one of the better Maddens. I think it's probably my favorite. I probably played that one the most, and then the early ones, '94 and '08. I probably played the most out of both of them,
I
out of
remember
all of
the,
them.
the tech. I remember the tech jump from '06 to '07 on the Xbox 360. The
Yeah,
jump.
yeah.
It was so big, and I'm like, oh, these guys look real. They look real.
I
Oh
know, right?
snap!
Yeah, I
I was
know. It's
like,
crazy,
wow,
like
it's
the
so
generational
cool.
jump. Yeah,
But '05, I played a lot on PS2.
I
I
played
played
'05 a
like
lot too.
'05,
Just
I
not my
played a
favorite.
lot. 12, I played a lot.
12 was good. 12 was pretty good. Hold
I
on, we
remember
got
was it Ben Bones who was
we
like
got
the
a
Bo
comment.
Jackson.
Uh, Eileen says Madden needs to bring back the white ambulance. Where you like injure someone on the field and they come out and take them off. Now that would be cool if they added that. All the old features they should add back to Madden. The all-time teams because they've had the license forever, and the Super Bowl teams, like the yearly Super Bowl teams. They
Yeah,
should have that stuff. This Madden Noble team, I don't like. Here's another comment. Mako Spencer says, "Remember the wide receiver glitch from the uh, center snap QB never touched the ball. That lasted about 5 months. Yeah, that's the thing. Like with the newer Madden, like that's what people are complaining about. Like the franchise, people can go to their franchise for like 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Like in the new Madden, like they had all these glitches and errors, and people got so mad at it, and
I
that's
remember
why
when
I don't think they should have the license anymore. Thank goodness it's ending. You know?
I remember Madden 21. I'll finish up with this. Madden 21 had the face of the franchise, and
Yeah.
you went to college, you did all this stuff, and it was like five. It was like five, maybe like 7 days into like maybe the first month. It was
Mhm.
like, what QB did you get picked? Oh, if you were a QB, what team did you go to, and why was it the Chicago Bears? Because everybody got, if you were a quarterback, you went to the Chicago Bears. That's all you did. That was the only team that would draft you and face in the franchise. And I was like, motherfucker, I did get picked by the goddamn Chicago Bears too. I started laughing.
Trade me now. you know.
But what I love about this is, man, this next game was that it had the Madden license, and NFL Blitz 64 is probably one of a lot of people's favorites. I like when they lost the license and they went pure creative with the game and made everything themselves.
Yeah, they went crazy with it.
They made
You know.
an adult football game not meant for kids, and I loved it. Playing this as a child, I loved it
and you
because
were a kid.
I didn't know what to do. But the career mode, you were able to make your own team. You were able to make your own team,
Yep.
call whatever you want. You were able to get your own offensive coordinator. So if you wanted a pass heavy offense, it was pass not heavy.
Yeah.
If you wanted a run heavy offense, which running in that game is worthless, so you wouldn't do that. or if you wanted a blitz heavy defense, you could do it. You got to pick your rookie, which was a quarterback, a wide receiver, or a running back,
Yeah,
and then your defensive side, you picked a veteran, which either was Curtis Shock, which is a defensive lineman, which you only get two in the game, so it's not really
yeah,
matter. Ted Lawless, which was the best option, or Daryl Singletary, Daryl something Summers. I think it was no, it wasn't Somerset, but it was a safety.
yeah.
And the best one to pick was Ted Lawless. I used to love that. And what I loved about that game was you were able to juice your players to make them better.
Yeah, on the sideline. Yeah, but one thing we just have a comment about one question by Meiko about the last thing we were
Sure.
talking about, and then we'll continue. He said, "What was the last Madden game you bought going at midnight, waiting at midnight?" And that's all. 12, I think,
Madden
for me.
15 with Richard Sherman.
Yeah, I've done it once. I did it one time. It's a good question. Okay.
Madden 15.
Yeah, I've done it for only a few games, and Madden's one of them. So, not Blitz.
But with that, I say this: it's literally the story had cutscenes, drama,
Yeah, it's good.
and it had a tier system. So like, you start off, you're playing for this team, or you're owning the team, and it just your team gets demolished in the second division, and you get knocked down to the scrub league, which is the third division.
Yeah, yeah. The intro is cool. Like they do that, like the intro of the first game, and like, oh,
Yeah,
they drop down to Division 3, and like it's LT in the game. He like tackles that guy, and his fingers like stuck in his face mask, and he goes like this, and like snaps his wrist. Like I was like, oh my goodness! Like I realized
it's
like how
wild.
much it was like that. And then it goes to that scene where they're like, "Oh, if I rebuild the team, remember, I'll
Yeah,
give money to your kids." Like that's like they do like politics and like stuff like that. I'll give
yeah,
money to your campaign. If we win the league championship, you know what I mean? Like so,
yeah.
and the gameplay is fun. I mean, I was playing it, and
It's different.
it's just different. And I like had to learn. I didn't play it in a while to learn how to play it. And once you learn how to play it, it's fun. Like the what's tough for me is when you slow down the time that like whatever
Clash
that
time.
thing is. Yeah, and I just couldn't. I can't get it right. Can't get the timing right ever. Like where you
Yeah,
like I just can never get it right. I get like suplexed and like nailed like crushed and like that. Like that's the best thing about the game. It's like a more crazy take. Like it's almost like you know wrestling slash like
well, this
boxing
game
slash
is
like
based
football.
on
You know what I mean?
it's based on like the what I liked was the team captains.
Yeah.
Team captains was so fun because it made you watch out for people on that field. It wasn't like, oh, this team's good,
Yep.
so watch out for them. They're like,
Yep.
no, they got a star player. That star player is going to run you the fuck over or throw
Yep.
on you all day.
Yep.
Or they have a defensive guy, and they were based on real people.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
I
LT is one
forget
of
the
them.
dude from LT's the New York captain. His name's
The
Quentin
nightmare. Yeah.
Sands. Bruno Battaglia is based off of Bill Romanowski.
Yeah. Yes.
He's based off of Bill Romanowski. Tito Moss is supposed to be
Mhm.
T.O.
Yeah.
Or Randy Moss or whatever, which one you pick.
Yeah.
Um, there's another one in the game that's it's a New England like quarterback, and he's supposed to be Vontez Burfict. Not Vontez Burfict.
Bledsoe.
No, he's a quarterback.
Oh, cornerback. Oh, quarterback. I thought you said
And there's
quarterback.
Asante Samuels.
Oh
He's
yeah.
supposed to be
Okay. Yeah. I
Asante
think so.
Samuels. He came out in
Yeah.
'05, '06. And there's like these teams are fun, man. They're just so fun to play with. Dallas has a quarterback
Yeah.
that they're like 4 times defending or 3 times defending champs,
Yep.
and New York is now about to take them out, and like so it's a lot of fun to play with, and
Yeah.
just create this drama. But what I loved was the dirty hits.
Yeah.
That was what sold the
Every
game.
hit is a dirty hit. Every single time I got tackled, it was like a dirty hit. Every time, like
Yeah,
suplexes and like forearm shivers. What I like about it though is like, when a player's gonna come after you, to have a little cutscene. It's like, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna run you like all that kind of stuff. And then they also have
yeah,
like when they would like make a big play, like they would like use the other guy as a punching bag, like the teammate and stuff. Like I saw that and laughed at it. Like the funniest thing is it's like cartoonish kind of, and like it's so funny. Like they do those little cutscenes after plays and stuff. They just say like the craziest stuff. I was laughing like the whole time.
The, so the
Hold
best
on one
one was
second.
like,
Got a comment. Miko says, "Was Blitz overtime on PSP as part of the Blitz series?"
I have no idea. It
That
may
I do
have.
not know.
I know about the Xbox 360 version. That's really all I know about.
Yeah,
Because
I play on
Blitz the
PS2.
League, it came out on the original Xbox and then it was moved to the 360.
Hmm.
And then after that, Blitz the League 2 went on Xbox 360 and PS3. So PS3 only has Xbox, the Part 2. And if you look
Yeah,
at those games right now online, you cannot buy them for less than $60.
yeah,
Right now, I have Blitz the League 1 for the original Xbox still,
yep,
and I have the 360 version.
yeah, yeah. PSP
Matter of
was
fact, look,
separate. Yeah, that overtime one was separate. I don't think it ever went onto a console. I think it stayed on that.
and because Midway shut down, there was supposed to be
Yep,
a Blitz the League 3, and it shut down. So Midway never got to complete, or not even start on Blitz the League 3 because
yeah,
it went out of business the same year. But there was
yep,
plans for one. All right, Dan.
absolutely.
Remember when I told you this? I used to write for companies to see if I could write the next game installment.
Yes,
I wrote for this game.
yeah,
I wrote for this game because it ended on such a good note. You beat the commissioner out. It's kind of funny because in the first game, you win the league championship, and then you get busted for corruption
yep,
because of the owner, and you know what I'm talking about. So you get
absolutely.
busted
Yeah.
for so your team gets dismantled. Like all your players that are good go
Hmm.
somewhere else, and like that team gets relocated to Philadelphia. It becomes the worst team in the league,
Yeah, right.
and it's known as the Philadelphia Brawlers. So I go
Yeah,
back into the first game and make the Philadelphia Brawlers,
yeah,
which is like they have a logo. I put the B with the green on it and all that.
yep,
That's the team's colors in the second game. So I thought it'd be funny if I had like a Philadelphia Brawlers win the league championship after years of being bad, and then the second game, the trash team.
yeah, yeah. I want to do another one of our sponsors.
Yeah, our friend Ken Fry hosted the Batcave and Saturdays. I'm thinking sports team. His daughter is part of a trip league softball team, and we want to be able to support the girls and get them travel costs stuff like that. So if you guys can donate anything, reach out to Ken on his Facebook to take care of it. They
Yep,
are our family guys. We look out for them. Not your
yep,
average James. Like I said, it's a travel league, softball for girls, teaches them how to be leaders, how to work as a team. It's a really honorable organization. I just want to thank you guys
yep.
if you guys can donate something,
Absolutely,
and
guys.
we
Help out if
appreciate
you
it.
can.
But going back to the second game, going from my first game, the first time I played the second game, I liked that they added more teams
Yep.
and a lot because. All right, what did you get? Were you able to create your team? I know you had a little bit of technical.
I
Speaking of,
created
I know we said
a
we're
team
gonna have
on the first one. I called them the Hartford Knights.
the Hartford Knights.
Yep,
Nice.
and picked like
My first game,
like a knight and stuff
I
like that.
picked
Yeah,
I picked the Army, the helmet, and I picked the Texas Generals,
yeah,
and we were military like green and which goes we were the Texas Generals, and I put them. I played as them forever, and then I did the Anchorage Polar Bears. Like
yeah. You
I've
can do a
done
bunch of them,
many of them. I do a bunch of them.
and you can pick like there's like 80 different styles of like jerseys. There's like 80
Yeah,
50 different styles of 80 different styles of pants. Like there's so much customization in it. That's what I really like about it. Like you can
I went with
customize
for my
like that.
Anchorage
There's,
team.
yep,
My Anchorage team, I went with white, black, and like a baby blue and gray,
yeah.
and like it
Oh,
looked
looks
so
nice.
good. My Xbox corrupted that night, and I lost that save
With the
forever.
red ring
And
of
I
death,
was like Division 2 by
like
the time
that.
I finished.
You talk about the
Yeah,
red ring of death
was it the three? Yeah,
on
it
the
was Red Ring.
360. Remember that the red ring?
Yeah,
I
dude, this is
had
like
that
my
once.
fourth Xbox 360.
I wish
Now
I
this one
still
has
had
an
mine.
RFID chip failure.
Oh
I'm
man,
getting,
that's even worse. That's even worse, you know.
nah, it's just I think a tab that like I gotta replace.
Yep.
That like even if my controller's hooked up,
Yeah.
it won't recognize
Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, that's annoying.
it. But I'm gonna have to just get rid of it, fix it, and get rid of it because I have
Could always buy another
probably
one.
like I got like $400 in classic games, which next week we'll be talking about another one for me. But
Yep.
Blitz Elite 2, it's so fun to play with because not just that, if you want to play with a friend, you unlock free cheat codes in the game.
Yeah.
And like Big Head mode, Butterfingers mode, I remember that
Oh
one.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, all like the cheats and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That was fun to mess
Butterfingers
around with.
mode. And it was such a good popular game that Madden tried to come out with their own like street ball for it.
NFL Street like 1 and 2. Yeah. It
No, it
was.
was before. It was after that because Blitz Elite came out after. They came out with like NFL Showdown, which is like
Oh,
a
I know what you're
flag
talking.
football.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just bad. I'm like, nah, just stop, just stop, just stop.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Yeah. Right. Oh, that's okay. We got another comment here. Red Ring of Death was the worst. I'm hoping my mind Xbox never gets one. Oh my goodness.
It
I had
will.
it happen once. One time. I had to replace it once. One time.
3 of my Xboxes got it.
Oh my god. Well, back
I
then
had
it happened
two
all the
Xbox
time.
Elites. I had two Xbox Elites with the, and then I had a Halo one that I bought.
Oh
I had the
yeah.
Halo one for 3 days, and they gave me the red ring.
Oh my goodness. It happened all the time back then. It was the worst.
But
You're
I
like,
got the
no,
was it
no,
the
my console, you
360E?
know.
The 360E that was like a VCR.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes.
I
Yeah.
got that one, and those don't catch the red ring. So I was like, all right, cool. I don't have
Yeah,
to
they
worry
fixed it
about it.
after a while. And there's one more. Hold on a second. One more, a couple more comments here. It says that's why you always bought the arcade version. Yeah, it didn't have it. There were certain versions that had it, and certain versions that did not. They finally fixed it. It didn't happen as much. You know. One more comment here. It says LT and Bill. Oh, the
The first one
PSP
though.
version. Yeah, the PS. Yes, yes.
Yeah, so it probably is the first
Yeah,
one.
like together.
Just to put out.
That's the first one. They're standing like next to each other with their arms crossed. I think.
Yeah.
I think that's the first one. Yes.
And then I like how like Bill Romanowski was like he joins your team in the first one, and then the second one he's like the antagonist.
The funny thing is, like, he totally fits in that game because of how he played, like how
Oh
corny he
yes, he
was.
does.
So it's like, so the fact that he agreed to do that, like that's what makes it so funny, is that
Well, this is the funny
like
part.
he belonged in the game. You know what I'm saying?
This is the funny part.
Oh
If you
man.
play the original Xbox version, he looks
Yeah.
closer to the version in two with the beard, and it's
Yeah.
not him. Because it was not modeled but thought of as him.
Hmm.
He got a special. I think Quentin. Oh, well, Quentin says Lawrence Taylor brought him in. Was like, hey, if you want to do it, we
Yeah.
modeled this guy after you. Why don't you try to
Hmm.
see if you can come in? So when they re-released it on Xbox 360, that's when his model came into the game.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, well, they
So
weren't able to do that in the original version. It's a step up
no,
a
they didn't have his
generation.
likeness yet.
So that they were able to do that time. Let's see, we got another comment
But
here.
I want to tell you this though: the created team is good, but you really have to manage it.
There you
You
go.
have to manage it very bad.
Miko says the cover says 2006 made by Midway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's probably it's a midway game, so it's probably the same
yeah,
one as the first
definitely
one.
Midway. It's
First
probably
one was
one.
made in '05 and then re-released on '06.
Yeah, '06 is the 360 version, not the Xbox
Yes.
version. Yes, so that is one. The other one came out
Oh
a couple
wait,
years later, I think. Oh wait, yes, 2 years later.
but
Yes.
the cheat code that was the New York Nightmare in that game. The New York Nightmare were so hard to beat,
They were the
even in a
best team.
career
They were
mode.
they were maxed out at everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
they're the best team in the league, and I loved it because the New York Nightmare had a kick it. Like, I know I'm a Giants fan. They don't. There's a few teams in in that game
Yeah.
I really do like, and they have some like not just that, like the graphics, of the helmets and stuff. They look like real teams, like real cool teams. And
Yep.
the cool part is, I'll say this: if you're playing, it gives you a story, when you're on a loading screen, it gives
Yeah.
you bits of information about the league. The league was written about for 100 years, like special moments in the league, and you can go on to
Pretty cool.
fandom and you can read
Yes.
about the entire league history.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Well,
pretty
the
cool.
reason they're called the New York Nightmare was because New York had two teams, the New York Shamrocks and something else, and they're playing for two
Yeah.
different leagues. And then the two leagues combined, and then like there's a scrub division league that eventually came in later. That's what the three tiers are.
Yeah.
And then, but the team kind of had like a We Are Marshall moment. And in like '79 or like in the late '70s, they had a plane crash that burnt and killed every player.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there was a funeral held out at the stadium. And so
Yeah.
when they finally decided to bring the team back, the headlines for that day were New York Nightmare. And so
Yeah.
they built the stadium to look like a cathedral, have a cathedral all
Oh yeah.
blacked out, and they
Yep.
put the purple horse on the helmet, and they
Yeah.
became the New York Nightmare. I was like,
Yeah.
that's a badass explanation of why that team exists. That's
Yeah.
cool as shit. I was like that,
That is
and
pretty
then
cool.
I was like, they talk about a guy who didn't wear a helmet. Like his name's like something like Skull Crusher Kowalski, and
That
like he
name.
didn't wear a helmet, and then he ended up dying on the sideline. And then like
That
there's
name
like
was it
rule.
is crazy, man. They like went way over the top with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they
It's
flushed out
funny.
this league, and it was like like the first 30. It was like Rule 30 of the league handbook. NFL or league players cannot fraternize with.
Yeah, we got a
Uh,
comment here. This is my friend Amy. She says,
how you
"Hello,
doing, Amy?
everyone."
How you doing? Thank you for joining us. But it's like
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us.
it was league. It was like league people. League players cannot fraternize with cheerleaders after one player knocked up all nine cheerleaders and had
Yeah,
to be taken to paternity court. I was like, oh, that's hysterical. That's
that's crazy, man.
hysterical.
Like it's just nuts how over the top they went with that. It wasn't that successful a game, but a lot of people loved it. She's Amy Moo says, "I'm okay. We are doing well.
All
Just
right.
talking about gaming here." She likes to play Xbox. She's an Xbox gamer. So
Hey, any gamers are worth gaming are here.
exactly. Yep.
I don't care if you play
Yeah.
Minecraft on, an
Yeah.
LG refrigerator. I don't care.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Talk about one of our sponsors again, and oh no, not that one. Let's see, Monkey Cold Coffee. Monkey Cold Coffee. Check out the promo code OTBS at monkeycoldcoffee.com. Get 10% off a bourbon infused chocolate coffee. It's an excellent coffee. Grab a bag, get 10% off. And buy some excellent coffee for your morning when you wake up to start your day. MonkeyColdCoffee.com. Promo code OOTBS Sports at the checkout, and MonkeyColdCoffee.com. I like your dog.
Thank you. This is the new member of the family. His name is Shao Kahn.
We got a couple comments here. Mexico says, "Does Jerry Springer make an appearance too?"
I don't know, but that would be funny. But no, these are just like tidbits that like they give you insight on what the league's like.
Hey, your dog is adorable. Adorable.
Hey,
Paulie Mexico says, "Did someone say Minecraft? My ears just rang." Yeah.
oh, God.
He loves Minecraft. Like he builds entire cities. Like me, I don't have the patience for that. You know what I mean? And Maymu says, PS5 now. Oh, I'm jealous. I'm totally jealous now. I don't have a PS5. I'd love to get one. I have a Series X, but not a PS5.
But yeah, like we said, I enjoyed that game playing it. Now talking about it, I'm gonna play it again probably
Yep.
Wednesday. Thank you, I appreciate that. Just
Yeah,
got
he's
him.
really cool.
Speaking of video
Let's see.
games, his name is
We got another comment here. I hate the NFL. The PS5 Pro controllers are a scam. I don't even know how they feel. I never
Oh,
even held them in my hands. Well, they're like
scam.
$70 if
Dude,
you have
I
to
didn't
buy.
know games got up to $70. I finally got my Series
Yeah,
X. After like 3 years.
next gen games are like $70. And if you want to get like the deluxe version or like like with the
It's
DLC and stuff,
120.
it's like $100 something. And me, I don't do that. So I don't. But that's what I like about 70. That's why I like I have like Game Pass and I play all my games. I haven't bought a game in forever. So I've
The
got the
one game I
NHL
am gonna
23's
buy,
on there now. Ghostwire, that new game. You know,
one game I'm getting Wednesday is WWE 2K23
I
with
have
John
22.
Cena.
I like
I
it.
have 22 also, but I have
Let's
it on my
see.
PS4.
Yeah, well, we got another comment here. Mako says, "Build the perfect game. Take away something from Madden, Blitz, and other versions, and to make any other version make one game." I wonder if
Oh,
they.
easily. The
Yeah.
adult themes of Madden of Blitz the League with
Yep.
the gameplay of like a mid
Oh God.
2000s Madden.
Look at this
I
comment.
love
Look
it.
at this comment. Look at this comment. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I hate the NFL says NBA 2K driver. You're gonna have to spend over $300 to become a 99 overall player if you want to get great. It takes so long. Like the 2K, like that game, like NBA 2K, it takes so long to like get like good in that game. You have to grind it and
And
grind it.
yo, people buy that every year.
They do, yeah, and they spend
And like, I know
Some of them
people,
spend hundreds of dollars on the coins.
and
The
everybody here knows
VC.
somebody who plays NBA 2K. And
Yeah,
when they play NBA 2K, that's all they play.
yeah.
And like, don't, like I mean, I seen people like making people look stupid on there. Well, I'm like,
Hmm.
that's all you play. You play that in
Yeah.
Call of Duty. I don't have time for it. Like, I can't play basketball for 82 games in a season.
No, I don't play
Like
all the games.
my season's
I
like
play my
63
player.
games.
Like anything like NHL 23, 2K, the 2K basketball game. I like to play, where you play as a player. Like MLB The Show 23, I like to play
Yeah.
as a player. That's what I do like the most. Is I like the single player aspect. So I'm always like trying to do stuff like that. It's more fun in my opinion.
I think NBA 2K has the weakest. No, Madden has the weakest.
Yeah,
Madden and then 2K have the weakest my player ever.
yeah. It's kind of like it's like the same every time usually. You know what I mean? And they never do. We got another comment here. It says, "I hate the NFL. They need to make some more simulation games for PS5." Yeah, I agree with that. Like, what is it? Was PS5 like a lot of more arcade style than simulation?
They make a lot
Because
of
I don't
there's
have
a lot
one.
of Japanese exclusives that are just fun to play. They're
Oh
2D.
well, place Sony does a lot of the single player exclusives. That's like God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn and a game we talked about. Oh, I can't remember the zombie game. It's the newer one. It's an exclusive. The Last of Us is exclusive for them. The Uncharted
Yeah.
series we talked about last year. That's really what they're at. Um, but there is a new football simulation game coming out, and it's called what's it called? Maximum Football. It's supposed to have the Unreal Engine 5, and it's not a license, but it's supposed to be coming out in the fall, and I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be on PC. That's just
I'm with college football.
yeah, 24, college football 24. Let's see, I got
Like,
another comment here. Hi, says, I still play my PS Vita and can't complain. PS Vita is an excellent handheld.
I played the original PSP, and I
Yeah,
paid for my games. I didn't mod it.
yeah, they had the little. Did they have like the little discs, like the
I
little
love them.
discs back then that you slid it out? It was like the coolest thing.
Revolutionary. They could have made so much shit with those little discs, but decided not to.
Yeah, they were like little tiny CDs. I never actually had one, but they're great. Like they are excellent. I think those
Yeah,
handhelds are really good. The PSP, the
they
PS
put like
Vita.
the
Yeah,
first big game I remember coming out on PSP was Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto shrunk down pretty much GTA 3 and Vice City
yeah,
and put them on a small disc and made their own game for you.
yeah. That's pretty cool. Like like I never had a Vita or a PSP, but I think they're awesome. I think they're great. A lot of people
Top of the
still use them
line.
for that. You
They're
also have
worth it
Japanese
though. That's the
versions,
thing.
as Meiko says. Oh, hold on, we got a comment here. Meiko says they spent $199 on a COD game an ammo crate, and goggles with weapons that weren't out yet that you had to buy later. It was a waste of money. Stupid shit. I spent money. I would never spend money on that. I would never spend money on that. That is something like me. I
You
don't
know
do
the
that. No way. I would
you know
never. I would never do that.
the last time I walked into a GameStop was
Yeah.
4 years ago. I have not been
Oh
into a
my
GameStop
goodness. The
since.
last time I was at a GameStop, I'm gonna say 2017, 18. That was probably the last time I was in the GameStop. That's what I used to do. I used to like get a game and trade in. But now I wish I didn't trade some of the games in because some of the games like that are very rare today. Like I should have kept NCAA Football 14. I traded it in. I used to
I
trade
kept
in
mine.
games. And I didn't keep mine. I'm like, man, I'm still like mad I didn't keep it. Like, but I was like younger then. I was I'm just so mad I don't have it. Because you got to buy it for like $100 freaking. But I play the revamped version on PC, and it is awesome. You can play it in
Yeah.
4K, 60 frames a second, and they update the teams and the rosters every year. It is awesome, and that's how I play it now. Because I finally
That's
got a copy
awesome.
and I had to spend money, so it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, we got another comment here. I hate the NFL says, from what I heard, they stopped making games for the Vita because the hardware wouldn't be able to handle the newer games. Yeah, the newer games are so
Yeah.
demanding. That's the problem. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Like that's why that's why it takes them longer. Like they have to make it for every version of the console. So the last gen, the next gen, and PC in some cases. Another comment here. I mean, because I was in my local store 3 weeks ago, walked out. Yeah, oh, that's right. Went out and bought 6 games because you were talking about a bunch of games. Like, oh, I gotta get that game. I gotta go get that game. You know what I'm saying? You can get the old games. You go there, and you might be able to find them sometimes. You can get gems in there
You know
for
what
like
I look
cheap.
for? It was during the pandemic. It was 2020, so like we all had a little
Yeah.
bit of money, and I was
Hmm.
looking for some of the old games I played. I got SmackDown versus Raw 2007, which was the first one for 360, but I had it for
Yep.
PS2. One of the best ones they ever made. I had to buy
Yeah.
it for $50.
Yeah. That's
NCAA, I
expensive.
had to pay 85.
Yeah, let's see. It says Evan bought me Untold Legends for 150 on PSP.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, please, if you sell me your, Mario soccer game, I will buy it off you.
Mario Soccer. Oh my goodness, that is.
Was
I
it
remember that. Oh my goodness,
something Strikers? It's what's called Strikers? Yes, I want that game.
man. When I first played Mario, it was Mario and Duck Hunt. Mario and Duck Hunt. It came together. Like that was the first game I played on Nintendo ever. It was Mario and Duck Hunt. Like both of them, like consistently. We got another comment here. How you tell us is the fact that it's been over 10 years since GTA 5 came out. Well, the thing about GTA 5 is it was on PS3, it was on PS4, now it's on PS5, it's on PC. People have like rebought the game every time they charge like full price for it, and some people rebought the game on every generation. PS3, PS4, which I had on PS3, I had on PS4, and I actually have it on PC also.
Well, the PS4
Yeah,
version makes sense because it came out a year before the PS4 did, so
yeah,
they were able to revamp it. The reason it's taking so long, and I'm gonna say this now, is because Leslie Benzies left, Sam Hauser left, and Dan
yeah,
Hauser left.
yeah.
Those three were head of creative for Rockstar. And the last game I believe Sam Hauser worked on, Dan and Leslie Benzies left before they left before Red Dead
Mhm.
Redemption 2 came out. But it's the point of those guys leaving were the focal point of what GTA is. And I still believe
Yeah,
to
the
this day
creative aspect of it.
the creative aspect will be there. I think they rescrapped the game twice because
Yeah,
we had Word of it coming out in 2017 and then it didn't, and then we had
yep,
Word that came out coming out in 2021 and it didn't. I think
yeah.
they rescrapped the game. The game right now it just got leaked that it's still in alpha. How are you still in alpha after 10 years?
It's the same thing with Red Dead Redemption. It took them like like 8, 10 years to make another one. Took them so
6.
long. And
Well, no, the
Rockstar
original
takes
one,
forever.
Red Dead Revolver came out in '04.
Yeah,
It took 6 years for that one. And Red Dead Redemption and Max Payne is the worst years for Rockstar because they said it's literally development hell.
I played
From
that game. You know,
oh 08 to 2011 was the worst years for Rockstar
yeah,
until GTA 5 came out and loosened up a little bit. Well, I think they scrapped that game twice. There's no way you're in alpha after a decade.
yeah. Well, maybe
I
because
think they were going to
of who
release
left.
on 2021.
Hmm.
I think they were going to release on 2021, and then the new systems got. They were like, "Fuck it,
And
we're going to redo it
they
on
have
the
to
new
redo. You
systems."
have to redo everything for the newer console if you're going to release on the newer console. And that's the thing. There's one comment here, and then I'll say what I gotta say. It says Myra Strikers for GameCube.
Yes, I want it.
You
I
know?
will go out and buy a GameCube just for that game. That
Yeah,
game was so much fun as a kid. I remember playing it with my uncle, who was stationed over in Guam for like 10
yeah.
years.
Uh
Before he
huh.
left for the Navy, we used to play that every that um the X Men game for
Yep.
Xbox.
Yeah.
Like we used to play those all the
Fantastic.
time. So like it holds a special place in my heart for those games.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But that's what people don't realize. It's tough to make a game for two consoles now. If you're making it for the next gen, it's much different. So sooner or later they'll just move on. But that's why it takes them longer. Like Hogwarts, I don't think came out yet for the system before. Oh, uh oh, we lost Evan for a second. Um, lost his tam. I don't know if he lost connection or so. Oh, there he is. Okay. But
Sorry, I got a call.
Rockstar just takes forever, and they're probably gonna release GTA 6 for like another like 2 years. It's gonna take like they probably had to go back and redo stuff. And then if you have a creative designer or something leave or something like that, then it takes longer. You know what I mean? Got a comment here says at this point, just better to get a PC. That's what I did finally. And GTA 5 on PC is awesome. I play it like 144 frames a second, like ultra settings. You know, the ray tracing is, but it's only on
See,
console. The ray tracing. I actually have it on Series X. The ray tracing looks great.
I hate NFL. I agree with you that it's going to be a PC, but PC
Yeah,
prices are not coming down.
you build your
To
own.
get a good PC,
Don't buy one, build
to
one.
get a good PC, yeah, to get a good PC, it's like it's damn near a cheap car. It's like two
No,
thousand dollars.
you could get you can make something solid depending on what you're playing. Are you playing 1080p or you're playing the 1440 or 4K? If it's 1080p and you don't care, especially if it's games like that, then you can build something for under $1,000, like 700-800 bucks, under $1,000.
My, well, I got an Xbox for 500 that can play it.
Oh, I know that, but for me, I was never a PC gamer. I was always a console gamer forever.
Yeah,
And I got a PC in 2018 for the first time. And some games for me, because I have trouble like with my hands and stuff, it's easier for me to like Mafia. The Mafia Defender is easier for me to play on PC. You know, that plane scene where you got to shoot the plane. I can't do it on console.
yeah.
I can't do it. So some stuff is just easier for the mouse for aiming purposes. So that's kind of why I did that. Otherwise, I'd still be playing on console. We got another comment here by I hate the NFL. I have a neighbor that builds them. So yeah, exactly. They're not expensive as you think. It depends on what you're playing. If you're not
Listen,
if you want to
my
play
man,
GTA, you don't need a powerful PC to play that.
no, but I also like playing COD, Madden, stuff like that. And if you want to play online, you definitely need a high graphics card to get it. And that's not the only thing I'm saying is
I spent
sometimes
500 on
parts are
that.
not available for these PCs.
That I would say that's more during the pandemic. Now you can get them much easier. I bought mine for
Well,
500.
like I said, I got a few friends who built PCs, and
Yeah,
my friend just took a fucking 4 hour train ride to get to get a graphics card.
if you can
He
get one
went
that's got
from,
a graphics card at a cheaper price, go ahead. Especially one of the real good ones. You know, the
but
prices are
I'm hearing
coming
that
down now.
graphics cards are like $600 to $800 by themselves sometimes.
It depends on what tier you're getting. If you're getting like a 4090, it'll be like $1,000 something. Like Meiko knows says. I have an Alienware PC. I never played a PC game. Yeah, yeah. See, some people are just console guys. I play most stuff on console because it's the most convenient for me. But if there's a certain type of game, I'd rather play on. It depends on what it is. Some games I'll play on PC, like and other games I will not. Back in like the older consoles, I like to play in 60 frames. Now there's a lot of patches for those games. I'm a console
Yeah, but
gamer
the thing
too
is,
for the
though,
most part.
no matter what, if you play on Series X, PC is going to outrank any console out right now. So
Yeah,
my problem is, especially with these fucking streamers who play, you're bitching that especially in COD. That's why I don't play COD no more.
I
I
don't
have
play
not
COD
bought the new COD, even
anymore.
though I'm a huge Modern Warfare fan. I
No
want
single. There's no single player in Call. The new one there is, but if I'm going to play Call of Duty, I want a single player campaign. Like Meiko plays online. I don't play online. I get slaughtered online.
online is the second best thing. I love the campaign, but you only play campaign for so long.
I
COD
know.
is online.
Of course it is.
Even if
That's
you
what it's
don't play
about.
Warzone, I hate Warzone now. Warzone has not been fun since season 2 of Verdansk.
I haven't played it yet.
Or
I'll
season
play it.
3 of Verdansk.
I'll play it with Meiko, but I'll get slaughtered. But I'll play it.
But that's the thing though. Like, you
Everybody
have
plays on
people like
console.
fucking Dr. Disrespect, and you have people like Tim Tanner like, oh well, they have aim assist. I'm like, dog, you're playing on a $3,000 PC. Stop fucking bitching. Like you get paid $50 for a comment. Do not bitch. Sit there and play the game, make a fucking funny joke, have at it.
Some people are like
Like
that. We got another.
that's what you're there to do. Do
Yeah.
not sit there and bitch that they are playing on a $500 system that their mom and dad probably bought them,
hmm
and then you're sitting there bitching because you're on a $3,000 PC and you're getting outmatched.
Yeah, here you go. Like I hate the MLs. Yeah, because I know guys that legit pay 5 or 6K for a PC. I'm definitely. You don't need to do that. You
Yeah,
don't. Oh, sorry. You don't need to spend 5 or 6 thousand to have a solid PC. You maybe 2 grand, and you can have a kick-ass PC. 1,500, you
yeah,
could have a really good PC. Like mine, I would say like my CPU was like $420. My graphics card's 500, so that's what 920. And then my case was like $80. I already had a fan, like I have a Noctua fan, and it came with the power supply. I bought a couple hard drives for a couple $100, and that's it. Mine's like $1,500, and I can play most games
that's
easily
cool.
without a
That's
problem.
cool.
Here's another comment here. Uh, YouTube says 8% of COD streamers are
Oh,
cheating in
definitely.
some way. Yeah, like some people. It's funny when you see like I hate the NFL says. It's funny when you see people get caught cheating. They see the program like, there's some people know right away if you're cheating or not, and that's why I don't like
They're
the,
all cheating.
especially
You know
on
why?
PC.
Because
I don't
they
like it.
bring. You know what? It's not that they're cheating. They get matched up with people who are inexperienced with the game. Because they're like, oh
Yes,
well, how will they do that? With your creator code, when you get a creator code, you don't think they can find your creator code, match it up to whatever you're online with, and put you in
some
easier
people can.
lobbies? You're a fucking liar.
Some
Because
people, some
my
people can
man,
do
like
that.
my
I
group,
guarantee it.
we had a bad KD. We were getting
Yeah,
matched up with streamers every other time. I'm like, why are we getting matched up with people with 2.5 KDs?
that's
And
crazy.
then when they get put into tougher lobbies, because you know why? The people who play that shit every day and play it like to be competitive, they're
Yeah,
good. If you put these streamers up against competitive people, they get their shit wiped every time.
yeah. It's
They don't
different
even end up
because
in the top 10
yep, some do that,
of
some don't.
tournaments.
Like people like I think people like Doctor Disrespect are good at the game. Like people like
No,
him,
they're
I think
not.
are.
He's not.
You don't
He
think
is a
so?
character. He was good at the game until he went to I watched him go to a tournament, and what was it? They played for like 6, 7 games, and like they came in like 12.
Yeah, Miko says
It
they
was
just put in
banned
that thing
thing
I told you
for
about Chronos. Yeah, Chronos on COD by anti-cheat software, and I agree. Z later last year, but 2022 ports outright from the profit of playing the game. Oh man, the
yeah.
streamers they make a lot of money. Like the big time guys, they make millions
Oh
of
yeah.
dollars. Here we go. This is what you were talking about. It says, I got matched up against 5 different pros in COD with the tournaments that shouldn't be possible. Yeah,
Yeah, and
exactly.
shooting. But
Yeah,
the thing is, the bitch that skill based matchmaking is shitty. Why? Because you're doing good, and you get people who are also doing good. You can't shit
yeah.
on fucking 6-year olds no more. Like that's what they want. They want to be able to shit on people who don't know the game and don't play that every day.
Well, it makes them look
Or if
good.
you
It
do
gives
play it
them
every day, you
viewers. You
don't
know what I'm
play it
saying?
serious.
Some people do it.
I
Some
play it to
people
play
do
with
that
my
stuff.
boys. Once I stopped playing with my
Exactly.
boys, they went on and played Overwatch, and I'm not into Overwatch so like that. I stopped playing it.
Yeah, as long as I have
Like, I
fun. If
bought
I,
Vanguard, and
yeah,
I enjoyed Vanguard more than anything because I wasn't pressured to do good. I
yep,
didn't care about all that shit. I just played online, and had fun.
exactly. That's what it's about. It's about having fun. Like me, I got my ass kicked in those games, but I still have fun. The problem is I can never
Yeah.
find people to play with. So I'm always by myself. So I need to find like a. It's better with a squad. It's better with a squad and teammates, and you work as a team. And if you get your ass
I'll
kicked,
tell you
you have
what.
fun. Whatever.
My last good time having fun was like the third season of Verdansk. And a
Yeah,
friend of mine named Shane, a friend of mine named Brandon,
yeah,
we would play trios, just have fun. And
yeah.
getting your first win is fun, getting your second win is fun. We only had like 3 wins together. But we had fun. We would play
Whatever.
from 8 o'clock at night to 4 in the morning. Like we would play all night, just have fun.
Yep.
And it was cool playing with them. You know what I mean? They went on to play Overwatch, and I was like, well, we don't really play COD no more. I was like, well, I'm not playing Overwatch. I don't play that shit. I hate those cartoony shooters. I don't want
I
them.
don't like
So
Overwatch
I
or
was like, fuck it.
Fortnite. I don't play nothing. I don't play nothing like that. If I'm gonna play a shooter, it's gonna be Battlefield series or COD,
Yeah,
or there's other ones. Uh, Apex or something like that is a solid one. That's a
I don't play
competitive
that
one.
either.
But some people, but usually Battlefield is what I play if I play multiplayer than COD lately. Back
Yeah.
years ago, I used to play COD live more. You know,
All right. Listen, dude, we've been talking about an hour, a little bit over an hour. I love talking to you because we get caught up in this. So we're gonna
absolutely.
play a video for
Hold on a sec.
our
Hold
rest of
on.
our
Hold on 1 second. This is my friend Lost. Remember the time when you just play? Yeah, when you used to play just for fun. Yeah, but not being competitive. You know. One more comment here before we do our sponsors and shows. My kid is 1-7. 1-7.
1.7. If you play on World
KD.
War II, that game's
One
6 years
point seven.
old. Nobody's playing that.
World War II is fun though. I like the old one, World at War. But yeah, here we're gonna play our new video sponsors. So we'll be right back in a second to close it out.
All right, guys, that's been this episode of Joystick Junkies. Dan, thank you again. Dan, what is
Yep.
your game for next week?
I haven't decided yet. But on our social media, I will let you know because I haven't. I was doing stuff for like, the other one. So, what's your game? What's your game? I'll let everybody know on
I'm
social
going
media
with
tomorrow.
the Assassin's Creed series.
Oh man, yeah, that's a great series. The social media
Very good.
um, is OOTBS at Twitter. Um, and also out of the box on out of the box sports on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. So we will let everybody know
Yep.
what's
The cover
there's a
on
couple
Twitter
more.
is OOTBS underscore Joystick Junkies or
Yep.
Junkies, I believe.
We got one more comment before we go here. Uh, no, that KD is 8.0 on World War II. Search and destroy.
You're a hacker. You're a hacker. Get out of here. All right, guys. Well, this has been a great show, Dan. I had so much fun. I can't
Yep.
wait to see what game you're come up with next week. I'm
Yep.
Big Ev. This is Dan. We'll
Yep.
see you
Have a
guys
good
next
night,
week.
everybody. Thank you for joining us.